This is EBIX on the 5-minute time frame. I'm going to show you the channel we're in for Tuesday. We ended the day at $27.65, up more than 11%. Congratulations if you've made some money off of this stock. The stock ran higher than this, but this is where we ended for the day. Now, it's hard to see this on my chart, but this is where we are. To the north side takes us to 2 standard deviations, and that is roughly $28.29. Above that, at 3 standard deviations, takes us to $29.25, and at 4 standard deviations, fingers crossed, that would be roughly $30.17. To the south side, the middle of the trend, or the median, takes us back down to $26.48. Negative 2 standard deviations is $24.62 and $23.73 at negative 3 standard deviations. And should we get to negative 4 standard deviations, that would be roughly $22.80. These are the buying zones along this line, and this line. This is one level of support, support, support. Anytime we hit those zones, I do anticipate a bounce as people buy the dip, and that's exactly what I have been doing. And up here, this is considered a form, this line of resistance, resistance, resistance. This is your take profit, take profit, take profit. And people are taking their money and they are running. And I purchased some shares back here when I saw that it went down to $23.41, and I turned around and sold it at 25% for a 6.8% return. Whoops, didn't mean to move that. And then I bought more of it. Now I've moved my, here we go, chart around. I bought some more at $24.99 and sold that at $27.61. I did not catch the high of the day. I actually tried to sell it earlier in the day and I missed it, so I kept it thinking I'll just swing trade it for a little longer. But the market gave me an opportunity to sell it at $27.61. So right about there on this line. Yeah, I've already marked it out. And I did buy some shares back in February 2nd of 2022 for $26.86. So I've been hanging on to this for a very long time. And obviously from here to $27.61 isn't that much, but I did not at least lose money. I did make some money here and again over there. Let me show you what this looks like on the daily time frame. But before I do, the RSI right now is at 51. This stock has been whipping me around, but this is the start of the day right here. Then we fell below negative 4 standard deviations, ran all the way to negative 2 standard deviations, went up a little bit, back down, and then blew through this line. And if we are down here, this is considered resistance. Blew through that and then hit another level of resistance. And obviously what happened, people took their profits and they ran. The stock fell back down again to support. It got bought back up again, and then we consolidated going sideways. Now let me show you the 1-day chart. Again, my graph looks very messy because I've marked it out many times for myself. There is a gap to the downside right here, starting at about 14.39, but we are not there. Just be aware of it. It closes out at roughly 13.42. This gap already closed to the upside at 16.05. We are heading north and not south, hopefully. So this is hopefully not anywhere near our future. And then this gap closed out at 17.68. Actually, I'm going to change my candles. I've been switching to the Heiken Ashi for a while now, back and forth. It smooths out the price. There's less noise. I make fewer trades. I'm not one to trade heavily. I'd rather make a quality trade, stay in my trade for a while, than get in and out. On the daily time frame, again, it's very hard to see, but we are right here. 3 standard deviations takes us to roughly 28.58 on the daily. And at 4 standard deviations, 32.34. And the 1-year price target, according to TradingView, is $39. That represents a 43% increase from where we are. Of course, we may never get there, or it could take a very long time to do so. Plus, there are many opportunities to day trade and to swing trade, or just to invest. And to the south side, the middle of the trend takes us back down to 1737. Again, hopefully we don't get into that range anytime soon. The RSI on the daily, notice how it fell down after we reached the overbought area. You can tell along this zone, anytime it hits it, you can anticipate a sell-off, again, as people take their profits and they run. And possibly they get back up for another leg up, but expect to get whipped out of there. This is the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, 2 standard deviations takes us to roughly 32.13. Note the TradingView price target right here, and above that at 3 standard deviations, $43.60. These lines in the yellow are old price targets from a long time ago. So I think there is potential to get all the way up there, but we are not there. And to the south side, the middle of the trend takes us back down to 965 on the weekly. Obviously, again, not in that zone. And here we are on the monthly time frame, which I like to buy a lot of my stocks, set it and forget it. So we are right here. The middle of the trend takes us back up to roughly $43.99. That is way above the 1-year TradingView price target, again, of $39.88. That's the long game. To the south side, -2 standard deviations, if you can understand my chart. Well, you don't need to, I do. That would take us to roughly $16.20. And obviously we are not there, not in that range, but from where we are, again, hard to see, but the potential to the downside, $26. The RSI on the monthly is not overbought and it is not oversold. Plenty of room to go to the upside as well as the downside. All right, that does it for me. Thank you so much for watching. And if there is a stock that you would like me to go over, please let me know.